Okay, now we're going to ask a question. You hear what I said? We have a question. What was more, Masaot or was Encamp? It looked like the parking was more. The encamping was much more than going. So there was a staying on the mountain of Sinai long time. They wait what will be. There was much long time. From this we see that the Torah decided to show us the world and not anything. The Torah tried to show us the traveling. Traveling, it means working. There was a very big tzaddik. His name was Rabbi Tafon. You heard about Rabbi Tafon? I tell you something. Rabbi Tafon was a millionaire. A very big rich person. And in his work, in his properties, he had workers. One day the workers catch him. They didn't know who is he. They hit him all over. He didn't tell them, I am your boss. They think he's a stealer coming inside. He was quiet. And they hit him all over. You understand? And he was quiet. Why? Not to embarrass him. Not to embarrass him. His own property. He come into his own property. He eats some food from his own property. He have right. And one of his workers catch him and think that he catch a stealer. He just didn't recognize who is his own owner. He didn't know. So just not to embarrass him, he was keep quiet and get all the things he didn't want to tell you. I am your boss. What you do? Rabbi Tarfon, one day, his mother broke her shoes on the way. And mother, old mother, there is mitzvah of Kibbutz Avayim. You know what he done? He put his hands in front of his mother and let her put the legs on his hands. Understand? One day he becomes sick, Rabbi Tarfon. His mother come to Bet Midrash and tell to Chachamim, listen, your friend is sick. His name Tarfon. But you should know that your friend is a very, very holy man. He's not holy man, he's very, very holy. You know what he done? When I broke my shoes, he put his hand on the feet, on the earth, and he left my feet on his hands. So it means all the target was only one thing. For what? Make Kibbutz Avayim. Mitzvah of Kibbutz Avayim. That's what she tried to tell them. And Chachamim told her, what you make from him such a big person? He didn't make even half of the mitzvah of Kibbutz Avayim. And he said, what's the point? Rabbi Tarfon is going to die. She just asked him to pray for him, he should be healthy. And she told them, look, my son was very big tzaddik. He made a lot of mitzvah of Kibbutz Avayim. So why you are not respecting what she said? If you know Parashat Mas'eh, you understand. There is two ways of learning Torah. There is somebody who learns Torah day and night, going forward and forward. Understand? He's going forward and forward. But there is somebody who has Ben Azmanim. You know Ben Azmanim? Time for holiday. Time of partying. Time to relax. We have a time to put legs on legs. Today is a time to sleep. We call it holidays. And the doctors are telling us, look, there is nobody can work non-stop. You must have a break. You must have a holiday. Must. Come, Chachamim, and tell to the mother of Rabbi Tarfon, He didn't done even half of his work. Adam le'amal yulad, the person born to work hard. If you work hard, you get an upside. In a minute when you leave, you just go down. Not only down, you're rolling down. Like a bike, you know bike? If you driving the bike up the hill, you're going up. If not, you leave the legs, you're just rolling down so fast you don't know how far. The point is to work up and work up. In a minute when you stop, you're rolling down. Very, very, very. Kam Chachamim and told the mother of Rabbi Tarfon, listen, if he would have done all his job of Kibud Avayim, came his time to die. There's no reason anymore to stay in this world. If a person don't have any more mitzvot, he have no reason anymore why to use the rain, why to use the trees, the fruit, why to use everything. We using everything for what? The Shasabam will create. We should learn Torah. The people who learn in Torah should have the opportunity to go from home and back. And since you don't have any more what to work, it's no reason anymore you should work anymore. So all the things which we have is depends on Torah. HaKadosh will create the world for what? For Torah. The world created by Torah. And what happened? If you don't use the word for Torah, the world rejects you. You understand? The apple which you eat become poison for you. The apple said, look, I will agree that you will eat me on behalf that you will sit and learn Torah. If you will not learn Torah, the fruit will not done his job. You will be poisoned inside you. Tired of everything is to work more and more. Vaisu, ele maseh b'nei Yisrael. We don't look on the end company. End company is no moving forward. Jewish men need to know that his target is Vaisu. I am moving forward. Never stop. There is no Ben Azmani. There is no time which I am not learning. There is everything. You can go to holiday, go to the mountain and try it. With the Gemara together. Every minute which you learn in Vienna, there you will learn double. Why? There is holiday. We have more time. We have no work. We have nothing to do. We are free in our time from the morning till the night. We don't need to have special things. So, because we are in position of holiday, Hashem wants from us that we should double our time of learning Torah. Understand? Now it's holidays. People don't understand the worst. We don't feel. We don't feel. We're all going down and down and down. Almost people not coming to bed. They're not sitting to learn. Why? Because people said it's Ben Azmani. One push the other. Understand? No, it's terrible what's going on. Since this father and his son going away from me, it's like the power of the Vienna going away. There was two people who was learning Torah all the day in Vienna. And after this, these people said, look, we start holiday. Baruch Hashem, we are in Ben Azmani. The worst thing for Jewish people is Ben Azmani. Most of the problems happen in Ben Azmani. In Israel, every time the Hezbollah, you know Hezbollah? In Lebanon, they're waking up exactly on the holidays. Why? Because there is no people who cover the time of Torah. Time of Torah, this is maximum. You should put on your brain for all your life. Baruch Hashem, I take on myself to take a way of Torah. I want to learn Torah now. Yes. If you want to learn Torah, Torah is not going with Vayacham. Only Vayisu. Torah is all the time forward. Never is a parking. Never is a holiday and stuff. If you want to go to holiday, but in the holiday, put extra 1 hour of Torah. Why? To remember this is holiday. Maybe the Yitzhar will take me somehow and make me a bit of Torah. I should not listen to him am being a problem of Bidul Torah, I am putting extra 1 hour every day in the holiday for what? For covering the problem that I'm in holiday. Understand? Then you are all the time forward. Besides that, we need to know these days of love and these days of hate. Not all the time is only love from Hashem. Sometimes you have a day, you wake up in the morning, everything going miserable. Understand? This is called Yemei Sinah. Rabbeinu Tam says the Torah cannot work with Yemei Ahava and Yemei Sinah. The Bnei Israel is compared to a pigeon. You know what is a pigeon? Pigeon is a different bird in all kinds of birds. All kinds of birds, they can travel from one place to another place. When they are tired, what happens? They find some boat or some tree, they land on the boat, on the tree, and tomorrow, after relax, they will push forward. Pigeon is the only one who never stops. One wing stop, another wing forward. Okay? So the body completely never stops. Even in the hard times, never stop. At least one wing should work forward. Whatever we have, yes, we have 24 hours, we are in holiday, we're already in the problem. At least the Torah should don't come down from where you had before. So all the time we are moving forward. Jewish people are going forward, not encounter. Rabbi Tarfon needs a life. How will we become alive? We will show that he have Hashem. The man didn't done even half of it. He needs to have another double of the time which he lives to now. Because he needs to complete the mitzvah of Kibud Avayim. If they will tell to his mother, okay, he was great, he done all his job, so can get time for him to die. Understand? Come Rashi and said here in the beginning of the paragraph. למה נכתבו המסעות האלה? להודיע חסדיו של מקום. We're going back to Aleph. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says of so much pity on the Jewish nation שאף על פי שגזר עליהם לטלטלה מול העניים במדבר לא תאמר שהיו נעים ומטולטלים מסרנו עשה כל 40 שנה ולא הייתה להם מנוחה שאין כאן אלא 42 מסות צא מהם 14 שכולם היו בשנה ראשונה קודם לזה משנעשו מהרמסס עד שבעלו מה שמשתם נשתחו מרגלים שנאמר ואחר נעשו מחצרות כלל רע אנשים וכאן אומר והייסו מחצרות והרנו ביתם למטה שהיו במדבר פעם ועוד יוצא משם 8 מסעות שהיו לאחר מיתת אהרון עד ארבון מואב בשנת ה-40 נמצא שכל 8 או 30 שנה לא נעשו אלא 20 מסעות. More than half of all this traveler was encamped. Don't say that the people was disturbed in the desert and they have a problem. Not true. Most of the time there was encamping. They had a time for themselves to see, bring korbanot, speak to Hashem, be close to Hashem. In the desert there was maximum close to Hashem. There was no reason in the world to make people safe. There was no looking after food. There was no looking after nothing. Man came from the sky. Everybody understands exactly what he wants. זה מיסודו של רב מוישה הדרשן. רב תנחום הדרש בו דרשה אחרת. משל למלך שהיה בנו חולה. בוא לכל המקום אחר ולרב אותו. כיוון שהיו חוזרים, התחיל להביא מונה כל המסעות. אומר לו, כאן ישנו, כאן הוכרנו, כאן חששת את ראשך. The father with his son, the king. His son becomes sick. They told to the king, you go to Honolulu. In Honolulu there is a very big doctor. a long travel from Europe to USA and from USA to another side of USA in all route. Why? Just to get a good doctor. And there was a very big travel. Today there is no travel. There is airplane everywhere. But even in a short travel, sometimes the sick person becomes problematic. And they're going back. On the way back, we have a time. We don't think about the doctor. We are already healthy, yes? We need the time to memory how was before. Yes? They are memorized. He was here, in this airport he was sick, he was warm at here, he was there, he was need to buy this and this thing, and starting all the memories. That look like the other Purush of Rabbi Tanchuma, Midrash Tanchuma. It's like when the father comes with his son after he's healthy, the Jewish people were sick. What they were sick? They were sick from Chet HaEgel. They were sick from Meraglim. Because of this 40 years in the desert, they need to go and from one place to another place to take the medicine. And now they are by the gate of Israel. Finish the problem. They need to start to work on Eretz Yisrael. Now came the time of mitzvot. You know mitzvot? You know what is mitzvot? There is mitzvot hatliyot ba'aretz. There is many mitzvot you cannot keep it out of Israel. It must be in Israel. For example,
to give terumah to
תרומות אין מעשות. ביקורים, I think שמיטה as well. שמיטה, חלה. You know חלה? One of the most important mitzvot is חלה. You know חלה?
what the 10% you divide from the
No
dough?
master. This is חלה.
Yeah,
הפרשת חלה, not
make a
10%.
dough?
You make a dough, you divide a little bit.
Yes.
Out of Israel is not even needed. Today we're doing it because soon Beit HaMikdash will be built. We should not forget in Israel to make the mitzvah. So because of this, Chachamim said that even you are out of Israel, you must make the mitzvah.
But it says Kitzur Shel Naruch, Siman 35. It's the second.
How many kilos?
That depends on what opinion. If you go after the Chazonish, I think is if you careful by 1.6 kilo without bracha, and wait, I think 2.1 you say with bracha.
2.1.
Or 2.6.
You
I'm
know
not
the
sure. I have
set?
to check.
2.1.
Or 2.6. I'm not sure. There's two opinions.
The Sfardim doing for 1 kilo 55, 1 kilo 50 already make it wrong.
Or yeah, Zara didn't make it earlier.
Understand? They need to make a frasha for 1 kilo already. You make a dough for 1 kilo, you already need to make a frasha. But you don't say bracha. You just separate and that's it. In Chutz La'aretz, you make a frasha even on something which already been eaten. The frasha is good even something people already eat. Because it's only memory. Understand? It's only memory. You know, when we have an exam of halachas in Eretz Yisrael about Hilchos Ta'aroves, mixing kashus, say a nice question. Which isur you are allowed to be me'arev beyadayim? Which isur you can mix with your hand?
With your hand. So,
Normally we don't allow to mix with the hand. It's Halacha says, Yavesh beyavesh, Chad betrei bati. 1 and 2 get mixed. A rabbi and a priest go on the train. Yes? And the rabbi take 2 zemels kosher, put it on the table. The priest took a zemel of pig and put on the train. The train make an emergency brake and all the zemels are on the floor.
yeah.
So we pick up the zemels. How many koshers there must be?
2.
And how many non-kosher?
2.
Allah says, Chad betrei batil, 1 and 2 are yet mixed. So 3 of them are kosher. Understand? Clear halakha. 3 of them are kosher. Yes or not? Halakha. Chad betrei batil, 1 and 2 is batil. I have 10 kilo sausage. You know sausage? You know how they make it? In Hungary, the sausage, no sausage. How you call it? Naknik. Naknik. Kalbas. Special kalbas is the same. Look the same, the kosher one and the non-kosher. Look and smell the same. I try to smell the difference. You cannot smell the difference.
But there is
It smells the same, it looks the same, no chance to see the difference.
So it's kosher then?
No? What?
If I had 3 kosher and 1 non-kosher, I can eat all of them.
Yes, I ask you the question now. I go and buy 10 kilo this very big. How you say it? Kalbasa. Chabak kalbasa. I buy 2 kosher from Bere and I buy 1 non-kosher from Bila. And then I mix them together. Now I have 30 kilo. And I can give for all the camp. But everything is taref. That's all. You cannot mix it with it. If happen, the train break emergency, then I say 1 and 2 are mixed. It's okay. But you cannot mix with the hand. If you mix with the hand, everything is non-kosher. The same 1 in 60. You have it more at home, a pot of beef. You take half a cup of milk, you pour inside. According to halacha, if it fell itself, it's kosher. 1 in 60. Half a cup of milk in a big pot is 1 in 60. But if you put the milk yourself, by purpose, it's called me'arev beyadayim. You make yourself mix the things. Me'arev beyadayim, everything is asur. When you mix with your hand, everything is asur. The question was, which isur you are allowed to be me'arev beyadayim? Understand? It's an amazing question. It's asur, and you are allowed to mix it. Only halat chutz la'aretz. Halat chutz la'aretz. When you take the dough, a piece from the dough, you throw it back and put it inside. Everything.
You can even burn it in foil so it doesn't get mixed with the fire.
Yes, but if you put it back, now everything is kosher. Because it's not issue, it's only memory. It's called halat chutz la'aretz, out of Israel. When you took challah and you put it back inside the dough, everything is kosher.
But if you live in Israel, if you bake in Israel also?
Yes, you must. Not memory.
Then it doesn't.
Everything is.
Okay.
Even in thousands is not.
Yes.
You understand what we said now? We hope so. So, in Eretz Yisrael, we have a special halacha. That's what Moshe Rabbeinu was crying for Hashem. So much, Parashat Vayikanan, 515 times he prayed for Hashem. And if he would have prayed another one prayer, he would go into Eretz Yisrael. What he wants?
515 he prayed.
You want to eat oranges or you want to eat Jaffa cucumbers? So for what you want to go in? For keep the mitzvot of Eretz. This is the time when the was by the gate of Israel. Vayisu vayachnu, come the time when everybody healthy, ready to keep mitzvot. The father came to the children, look, here we was on the way, you was sick here, there was problem here, there was problem here. Come elemas ebnei Israel to tell you, Jewish people, go forward and forward toward Eretz Yisrael. What is it toward Eretz Yisrael? Toward mitzvot of Eretz Yisrael. Thank you very much.
Sure.